Alrighty guys, so we are back, still in Vietnam, and we are back in Ho Chi City. We've got a bit of a lay day here today, in between tours. So we're just cruising around, checking out some of the sights around town. It's been raining all morning. Now it's eased up a little bit, so we're going to get out and see what we can find. Hue is a very historical city. It's the ancient capital of Vietnam. This is a place of kingdom up until recent years, up until really the 20th century when the French took over and then the Communist Party took over, obviously, as most people would know, and the traditional kingdom was laid to rest, I guess. And then the capital moved from Hue to Saigon and Hanoi, and backwards and forwards a bit from what I believe. Holy crap, that was not full of water a couple of days ago. Oh wow, look at that. Holy dolly.
The first stop on our tour of Hue was the tomb of Khai Dinh, who was the second last emperor of Vietnam. This was a really interesting place, lots of fascinating stuff to see in there, so I've made this into a separate video which you can view via the link in the description down below.
So that was a pretty awesome visit to the Emperor's tomb. Now we just come back into Hue, into the madness of city riding. The train tracks here. The waterway there. Coming over into a bit of a food district. You've got all the markets here. Okay, so this area here we're in now is on the southern side of the river, and it's the region that was built by the French. So you've got a lot of historical type buildings here, but they're a lot newer than in the old part of the city, and the streets are wider. So while it's old in terms of Australian architecture and buildings and everything, it is the newer part of the city that was built by the French roughly 100 odd years ago. Alrighty, crossing the river now, the Perfume River. Pretty bloody big river, and then we're crossing over into the old town. The Citadel was back in the opposite direction. I don't know where we're going now, but I'll find out. It's bound to be something very cool. Parking must be somewhere important. Lots of people taking photos. Have a look at this joint. Oh, wow. Check out that. Buddhist monastery right next to the river here. Have a look at that. That's pretty cool. We're a bad place for a campground. Pitch some tents in amongst all these structures, looking over the river. The mighty steeds down below. Well, that was pretty cool. Well, that was very cool, checking out that Buddhist monastery. Absolutely stunning. I could have gone inside and filmed a little bit more, but I would have had to have taken off my stinky big bike boots and gone barefoot. I couldn't be bothered doing that, to be honest. So the Citadel is up here. We're going to go check that out very shortly. And that's got pretty much the same sort of architecture on the inside. You've got to take off your shoes every single building you go in. So I think we might just ride around the outside and not bother with going inside. This is where things get insane. There you go, there's the old city there, the old walls. We came back through here last night when we came back from our little tour up north, but I wasn't filming at the time because I'd run out of battery and we were pushing it with daylight, so we're in a bit of a rush to get back. But yeah, I did see all this last night, but that is pretty cool. So that's the original old city of Hawaii in there. So you've got a moat going around the outside there, and there's other moats inside as well which protect more important internal buildings and areas. Look at this, look at this. Oh man, this is magic. So this is the outer wall of the Imperial City. Bloody noisy Westerners. So you've got another moat running around there. We're in between the moats at the moment. So this is the outer areas. So you've got more modern buildings that have been built outside the inner areas of the city in recent years. Well, I guess back in the old days they would have had maybe warriors stationed out here or something, I'm not really sure. Alright, so we're crossing over another moat now, going into the more internal area. Inside there is like the inner sanctum, that's where the royal family lived. The royal city, I believe, was inside that big wall, and so they had a lot of antique houses here, but they got smashed up. Blown up in the war. People weren't very sympathetic to their value either. They wanted something more modern and realised the true value of what they had. Time to eat. Crazy, crazy place. Lots of history here. Alright, so we just had a little bite to eat. Now we're cruising around the city walls again. No, we're going that way. Here we go, coming up to the wall now, just about to leave the outer circle of the old citadel, the old city of Hawaii. Time for a tunnel rev again. As you do. Oh, what are we selling there? Snails? Beans or something? Well, this is a bit tight. That was a bit of a wild move. Here's the old dragon boats, eh? Look at that. The tourist boats. I'm getting used to this. It's not so freaky anymore. Doing this is almost normal. Not quite. I still do it with a very large grin on my face and butt cheeks clenched, but there's not the level of fear that I did have the first time I was riding in Hawaii. It's tighter than a nun's nasty across this bridge. Have a look at it. Riding around here definitely tests out your slow manoeuvring skills, that's for sure. If you can't manoeuvre a motorcycle at slow speed, you're in trouble. And if you haven't got any spatial awareness, then you might as well not do it. Here's my favourite roundabout again. I was crapping myself the first time I did this roundabout, but this is the fourth, fifth time maybe. Holy shit, what's this big statue? What the? That's crazy. Wow. Getting used to the traffic now? Yeah, I'm not as nervous in it. I still have a smile on my face and my butt cheeks are clenched slightly. But the fear's not there. It's just concentrate, go, make a decision quickly and do it. Well done. Who's that dude? Some fella. I've got it on video. This feels slightly illegal. Yeah, maybe not. Oh, the bike's up here. Bloody hell. How is that? Look at this fella, eh? Kwang Chung. He's a figure of authority by the look of him. That mean look in his eyes. This must be some sort of a Buddhist area. Got the Buddhist backwards swastika there. Buddhist cemetery. Whee. She looked a bit wobbly on the bike. This cemetery is massive. It goes for kilometres. It's just unbelievably huge. I've never seen anything like it. Now we've got some big gates here to something or other. Bit of a tourist stop, wherever there's a temple or something and tourists come, there's always shops. Always shops selling food and stuff. Wow, how cool is this? Not sure what it is. It's just a temple-y thing. Awesome. It's always good to have the locals who know the back entrance. Wow. Very cool. I could see it being a nice relaxing place for a king to come and just chill out and with all these women. Alrighty, we are setting off on another adventure tomorrow, so we're just going to take the bikes and do a little bit of maintenance, get the chains tightened. I think I missed out on filming the last ride through town as we come through from the last temple we visited and the American war bunkers. Oh man, it was just insane. It was just coming into peak hour traffic at the moment. He took me through all these side streets and all these tight twisting lanes. We're going left, right, crossing all these busy roads, just to take me somewhere different and experience a different part of town that we hadn't been, rather than just go the same way all the time. But man, it was crazy. Absolutely crazy. Not that this isn't crazy, but yeah, it was pretty nuts, and I don't think I filmed any of it. I think we're going to turn right somewhere just up here down a tiny little alley. From memory? I know where I am. Been here before. A few days back. We're here again. See our little bike mechanic friends. See ya. Well, this is very cool. Look at that. What a beautiful part of the city. Big causeway here. It's awesome. We got all this traffic rushing by, and they're working on our bikes on the road.
Yeah, and the road's already diminished by digging this track.
Yeah.
Completely normal.
Vietnam life. Gotta love it. Hello!
You're really getting into the chaos, Bill. You're embracing the chaos.
Embracing the chaos. You have to. You have to, don't you?
Where you going?
Looking for someone. Just looking for someone. Nah. No, all good. We're looking for a friend. Yeah. Oh, no. Beer o'clock. There's some bullet holes there in the side of the bunker. Shit.